This PowerPoint presentation features a lesson pertinent to approaches to teaching and learning about culture and society in the social studies, specifically on teaching controversial topics and local issues. This lesson is entitled Finding Solutions to Hunger. The URL source is presented herewith along with the organization involved. A brief background of the lesson featured is hereby presented. This lesson, entitled Finding Solutions to Hunger, is an integration plan and was devised for the Finding Solutions to Hunger project. This integration plan was aligned with the Common Core State Standard and NJCCCS. The lesson was primarily intended for grade levels 6 to 8. This work was written by Dion Macbeth, an international education and resource network master teacher in the state of New Jersey, USA. The goal of this lesson, according to the proponent teacher, is for the students to gather information about food in their own lives, conduct research, and engage in activities to understand how food and resources are distributed globally. They will learn about if people are hungry. Students will create a service learning project to educate their school community about the issue of hunger. They will also create a multimedia electronic book documenting the project. More so, the student will primarily learn about hunger in the world. They will learn how the processes of collaborating, communicating ethically, gathering data, and doing research in a meaningful way. In addition to, the students will primarily learn about what constitutes a global issue in a rapid changing world, what it means to understand the perspective of other countries, cyber safety, and cyber ethics, how to make an electronic book, and how to evaluate information in order to solve a problem. This lesson was anchored on the following curriculum standards: New Jersey Core Curriculum Content Standards for Social Studies, the New Jersey Social Studies Standards and indicators reflect national and state standards and other documents published by the National Center for History Education, National Council for Social Studies, National Council for Geographic Education, Center for Civic Education, and other educational organizations. The mission of NJCCCS is to provide learners with the knowledge, skills, and perspectives needed to become active, informed citizens and contributing members of local, state, national, and global communities in a digital age. On the other hand, the Common Core State Standards provide a consistent, clear understanding of what students are expected to learn, so teachers and parents know what they need to do to help them. The standards are designed to be robust and relevant to the real world, reflecting the knowledge and skills that our young people need to success in college and careers. Presented herewith is the timetable of the lesson which runs from week 1 to week 10. It can be observed from the table that the process involves step-by-step procedures and series of activities from the introduction part of the lesson until the documentation part or the project output of the students. The lesson can be instrument for the students to use several skills as presented. Students will be able to use their computer skills in dealing with blogs, PowerPoint, iMovie, iPhoto, use of electronic devices, and gadgets such as camera, video, green screen, and multimedia electronic book. Students will likewise utilize their knowledge and skills in research, specifically in determining legitimate sources, citing sources, copyright issues, and plagiarism. They will make use of their English language skills, specifically in writing posts for the forum, observing correct grammars and spellings. Lastly, we make use of their critic skills, particularly in group project evaluation. The hyperlinks associated with this lesson plan are as follows. My own viewpoint in this lesson plan are concisely encapsulated in the following paragraphs. This lesson entitled Finding Solution to Hunger is a suited lesson in tackling one of the world's global issues, which is hunger. In this lesson, several activities are involved, which includes the gathering of information on how food and resources are allocated to the global population. It is also involved a service learning project aimed at educating the school and the community about the issue of hunger. This series of activities will pave way to the enrichment of knowledge bank of students pertaining to hunger as a prevalent issue that concerns a lot of nations globally. This lesson is multifaceted in nature, wherein it involves the use of several student skills to attain the goal of learning at large. The activities involved in this lesson shall make use of the students' research skills in gathering information using different information resources wherein they must know to cite process, copyright, and other related matters like plagiarism. More so, the students shall also develop their ways and means in using computers and technology to arrive at a presentable project output. The lesson further made use of educational technology to make the lesson itself more interactive. Educational technology is an emerging trend in today's classroom. It is a vital resource tool to deliver instruction in a more effective way towards interactive teaching and learning process. It is essential not only for the teachers but for the students as well to have the technical know-how of the application of technology in education. The lesson also made use of several assessment tools throughout the process. The students' input and learning shall be assessed and evaluated during the introduction stage of the project, the implementation proper, and the concluding part of the project. I hereby suggest that this lesson plan be adopted in our local social studies teaching to respond and address knowledge of global issues and concerns. Strengthen the use of educational technology in the classroom. Shape and develop learning skills of students in the study of culture and society. In this fast-paced modern world and educational environment, it is deemed vital to have well-structured and well-defined lesson plans in social studies. Students nowadays are looking for more interactive classroom experience that underscores an effective curriculum with lessons which are sensible and indispensable. Conventional ways of teaching lessons in social studies can be improved by utilizing innovative ways and means in classroom instruction to a variety of information, resources, and technological applications. This lesson plan can be applied in our local social studies teaching to cover social issues and concerns in our country, like poverty, crimes, and political issues like corruption and abuse of authority.